Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Inhabitmars channel. Today we are going to take a look at Sol 1272 by the Curiosity Rover, where it was in the area called the Knockluft Plateau. We were going to do some green screening outside, and I don't know if you can hear the wind howling out there, but we're not going to do that today. Last time we tried that, I just couldn't key out the green screen. It was just too much stuff to key out because the green screen kept blowing back and forth. So we're not going to do that today. So today, we're going to go ahead and look at this Gigapan. Now, there's 3 people that I know of that did Gigapans on it, or maybe 4. This particular one is by Keith Laney, and it was also done by Joe White over at Art Alien TV, Neil Spence, and Neville Thompson. So if you just put in to Gigapan, or you can go to the Giga Macro site, both are about the same. The interfaces are pretty much the same. We're going to look at that and see. What I want to point out is these definitely artificial structures in here. And let's go ahead and go into the Gigapan and take a look. All right, so I hope everybody's doing fantastic today. We are excited to look at this Gigapan. I've had a few people look at it and they said the same thing. These are definitely artificial structures. Several people have pointed this out that these definitely look artificial. So once again, this right here is the Gigapan by Keith Laney. You can see it right here. And this is Curiosity Sol 1272. And these are in the original image. Of course, we didn't have to do much cleanup on these. I believe we used Joe White's Gigapan to do this, but you can use either one and you can see these structures. All right, so here we go. We zoom in and you can see these structures start to come in. I'm going to go ahead and full screen this. All right. So there we go. These are the structures we're looking at. Now this is definitely artificial. You can see the right angles. Those are 90-degree corners. If you look real close, it looks like the weight of these rocks above is actually causing this one to collapse. So this structure may not be standing much longer. But look at this block right here. You see this artificial block here. It's partly obscured by this one here. And this one actually looks hollow in there, and I'll show you what that looks like when we get into the model. All right, and then we got some more blocks over here. Now this is a part of the structure that seems to have collapsed right here. You can see that the wall's broken, but look, this wall is actually, it's solid across here, and then this part actually extrudes out where it's actually collapsed on this side. And then we've got these blocks right here, and I've got those modeled. I also modeled this one. I got to modeling this one and the computer just said, no more. What I had to do was actually mute one of the textures. I'll show you that when we get into the actual model, which let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so here we are in the model and we've got the exact same scene. All I did was snip this part of the image and then we modeled on top of it to show you what these look like. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and turn on our objects. Now I didn't get all the striations in there because once again the computer started slowing down. I actually had to go back and turn off parts of the material. Now this material is by Ryan King. It is a very good material. As I get up close here, if I unmute this, okay, it it looks fantastic, but the computer is working real slow. That's how slow it's working. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to go ahead and mute this one. So I'm going to go ahead and start with these three right here in front. These are pretty cool. So let's move them. I think it's best to move them down on the Z axis. There we go. All right. So here is this structure here. I'll show you these rocks in just a moment, but what we're interested in is this right here. And this actually extends back farther up into the hillside. And if you go back to the Gigapan, you'll see that there's another similar structure over just to the right. Okay? But this is what we want to start with. All right, so that's what these look like. And this is some sort of cave or part of the structure that's built into this mountain that has collapsed. And it looks pretty cool. And you can see that actually on this part, it's actually starting to sag. And it won't be long before that rock or concrete or whatever breaks. There it is right there. You see that where it's sagging? So this may cave in pretty soon. So I guess we're lucky that we got a picture before it actually, the rest of this crumbled. Now, there's no telling how old these structures are. They've probably been there for quite a while. Okay, so then you got this block right here, which actually looks like it's hollow inside. And that's what this one kind of looks like right here. This is the shape of this one. So we had a lot of fun doing these. So here's the, this is just like a block or something that's right behind it. You can see it goes halfway into this cave. I call it a cave. So that one looks pretty cool. And you can see that up here in the image. You can see by this wall here, it actually goes partially into this structure again. So I believe that all these, including these, because this part extended out farther before it collapsed, but all these were probably up on top here. And then it collapsed down, and these just came crumbling down. And pieces of this, you know, may be lying around in this regolith somewhere, but I don't know where. So that's these. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hide these. And then let's bring back these. Okay. So, as I said, this part of the structure, this is actually facing kind of sideways, coming at you just a little bit. These were on the inside of this wall. In fact, this wall protrudes out and partially obscures this one. And then it actually looks like it's broken right here. Let's take a look at what these look like. So you can see that half of that was broken off. All right. And then there's pieces, I believe, of this wall that are sitting right here. All right, this is what these look like. And there's one, by the way. Let's move you over just a little more. And there's this other one. So these look pretty cool, and I think these were probably sitting on top. That's what this first one looks like. All right, so I'm gonna hide him so I can show you this one. This one had a weird shape. Well, they all have a strange shape, although it's very symmetrical. And that's what this one looks like. And that's that rock that's right here. All right. And that's what that one looks like. Okay. Here's this one here. This thing is pretty cool. Now I'm going to get in a little closer. He's just a little farther back. In fact, he sits right between where this rock is and this rock is. You know, it's the background's kind of coming at you at a slight angle. It gets closer as it gets to your left side. But this is what this one looks like. Now let's go ahead. We're going to slide over just a little more and move him a little more this way. So it had all these weird things on top of it. And I don't know which orientation this sat in before all of this collapsed. But you can see these shapes on top. They look pretty cool. So let's see what those look like. So this is kind of what the top of this thing looks like. And these look like they were metal grating for something. And then you had all these little shapes inside of this. I'm going to try to bring this up like this so you can see. But yeah, that's what that one looks like. And once again, you can see that right here in the image. Let me back out a little bit so it's a little bit clearer. But there you go. That's that metal grating. Let's see, can you see both at the same time? There we go. That's that like metal grating right there. And then this piece looked weird. It's very blurry, but I try to model as best I could. There we go. There's that. And this piece here was right here. So that's right there. So that was pretty cool. All right. Let's put you back. And then definitely last but not least was this piece here. And I wish I could have got all the striations in it, but once again my computer is just slowing down. Alright, so that's that piece right here. And once again, I think this may have fallen down, although this could be part of the wall itself. But I think it's a piece that actually might have fallen down. And just looking at the orientation it's in, it probably fell off when this part of the structure collapsed, because I believe this came out, you know, at least it's somewhere in here, maybe farther. Alright, and that's what this one looks like. And it should definitely have some striations, and you can see all the striations. But once again, my computer just can't quite handle it. Need somebody to donate to the upgrade my computer fund. But anyway, here we go. And it had all these pieces on the bottom. I don't know if these were rebar. They actually, based on the shadows, look like they went all the way across. So maybe this was part that sat into something. But you can see those. Let me get the right angle here. Right here. And it looked like they went all the way across. Look at that shadow going straight down over here. Look at this one going straight down. This is that outer wall that was on this side that came down. And there was a piece here. And this goes to about the halfway point like this. So there you go. That's what that one looks like. And this may all be hollow in here. I don't know. When I looked at it, it kind of looked hollow. But there you go. Alright guys, so let me know in the comments what y'all think. You know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe this isn't a structure, but it sure does seem like it to me. The shapes are just too definite. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed that and you like what you're seeing here. Let us know in the comments what you think these structures are. We don't know for sure. All we're doing is modeling the shapes we can tell. I have a few people that go through and look at these images and help me with this for the most part. So let me know what you think. Go ahead and give this video a like. Share this with everybody. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we put out new videos. And we will see you on the next video.